He was emotionally prepared for a rest camp after the mission and not for an emergency on the mission. He did not anticipate having to bail out. When the emergency occurred, he was panic-stricken and froze up. Later, he could not remember getting back into the pilot seat where he used all of his strength to right the aircraft so that the crew could bail out. He feels the experience was so unexpected that he was not quick enough to realize he was actually in trouble. He continued with this shock-type behavior on the ground and was captured, although he now believes he had a good chance to evade and escape. He says he now tries to get set for any situation in order to avoid such shock and panic again. That's what I was talking about earlier. This idea, if you're going into a situation, if you take just a tiny amount of time to think through the contingencies and what could happen and how you're going to behave, if you do that, it's going to help you so much. If you walk into a restaurant and you think to yourself, you know what, if an active shooter comes in here, here's what I'm going to do. You're going to respond 10 times better than if you wait until an active shooter walks in there and starts pulling the trigger. It's you going through those little exercises in your mind, so helpful. Like I said, we'd walk down the street, constantly having the thought, okay, if I get contacted from the front, here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to tell the platoon to do. If I get contacted from the left, if I get contacted from the right. Just thinking through those things constantly, it's going to benefit you to a point that, in the moment of truth, could be life or death.
Yeah. You know, what elementary school did you go to?